Hello and welcome to the pregame show. We've got a pregame show this time. We've got an exciting matchup. The Baltimore Seagulls, who started 1-0 but are looking to come back after their new rival, the Hamilton Braves, are at 3-0, chasing a two-game deficit right now, facing up against the resurgent Miami Stingrays, who started 1-2 and now have won a game and are looking to win another here at the new Jackson Stadium. We've got a good one for you tonight. This stadium, previously Shaver Stadium, was revamped into the Seagulls grounds, still being revamped. And, well, really, it's kind of a sign of the times with Baltimore. They've gotten rid of the Dynasty Bowl, just trying to start from scratch and build something great here. They have made the Bloxy Bowl 2 seasons ago, and they're hoping to ride off that recent success. They're second in the division right now. They're trying not to trail again, as last season in the playoffs, they didn't get a chance. But last time they participated, they made the Bloxy Bowl. So you're going to have to see how that works. And as for the Stingrays, they're looking good. However, they're in a very competitive division with two other good teams, the Stallions and the War Dogs, who came off of a huge upset win versus the Pioneers today. And it's going to be a nice night in Baltimore. Seagulls flock are ready to soar the bay. It's going to be a great one. And from Con Sports, we cannot wait to show you this one. We'll be right back with the intro on Con Sports. Welcome back. We're still waiting on that kickoff, but it's a great night for some football. The opening night of Jackson Stadium. It's going to be a good one, folks. As you can see, my friend here is playing Plants vs. Zombies. Was never a big fan of that franchise, but it's all right. Actually, no, I do kind of like Plants vs. Zombies. It's pretty good. Not the new ones though. I've never played them and I don't want to. We will be right back again. This time with kickoff and with the presentation. We'll be right back from Baltimore. Welcome to Baltimore. It's going to be a great one tonight as the 2-2 Stingrays visit the 1-0 Seagulls, looking to capitalize off that first win. Stingrays star in previous Rookie of the Year Dingus on the field now. And this is the grand opening of Jackson Stadium, previously Shavers. And now, very soon, we're going to have our presentation and then our kickoff. Miami chooses to receive, so they will be receiving first. And so, we're going to have a great one tonight. And it's always a great game coming. It's always a sign of a great game when the presentation's very nice. I mean, you saw it in St. Peter, then they had their game of a lifetime. Then now tonight you see it in Baltimore, and this is definitely going to be quite the game. We have two good offenses playing against each other, especially Miles. He's had quite a few great seasons these past few years, and this season he's looking to capitalize. And now, without much more delay, we'll have our presentation. And here we go with the intro. Baltimore is getting ready for their first home game in a long time, retiring the Dynasty Bowl and bringing an iconic new stadium to the fold for the Seagulls, hoping to break the Bloxy Bowl drought, looking to get their first ring this season. And now quiet down for this intro here. It's been a long time coming. The Stingrays, don't count them out. They're a good away team, starting 2-2 like they did last season. This time, Dingus is hoping to get past the wild card. He's got a very tough division, unlike last season. And now, out come the Miami Stingrays. 2-2, led by their quarterback, Dingus. Star of the game. Currently top of the Liberty League South. Looking to stay that way with a win tonight. And coming up next are the home team, the Baltimore Seagulls. It's because I have the desktop volume up. And without much further delay, here come the Baltimore Seagulls. Here we go.
And now, get loud for your own team, the one and only Baltimore Seagulls!
And man, it's been a long time coming. The Seagulls back on Con Sports. Kickoff coming soon. Miami receives. And the Bay is soaring tonight. And tonight's been nothing but celebration so far. And a bit of a preview of our matchup. Again, we've got the Stingrays coming off a big win versus the Colorado Mountains, one which ended in controversy. And the Baltimore Seagulls, who also play the Colorado Mountains to start off, funnily enough, got a win 35-27 in a shootout. Miles allowed multiple breakaway plays, including a 93-yard run, which was covered on Con Sports Radio. What a moment. And now Miami won the toss and chose to receive to Baltimore. Baltimore will get the ball in the second half. And now cold weather precipitation in Baltimore. Gonna be a slick surface tonight. The Stingrays receive. Finally, here we go from Jackson Stadium. Miles to Dingus, here we go. This one's going to be taken out at the 4. Great kick to start things off. And now Dingus is going to start deep in his own territory. Miles has had a great kicking season so far. Potentially the best special teams player of the year if that was an award. That has to be an award in the future. Second and long. Tip rule does bring him back. Short gain for a 3rd and long. Has to avoid punting to this Baltimore offense. Not going to get too many yards there. 4th and long. Great start for Baltimore. And already they force a punt. He can't, so he's got to punt or go for it. Minute 32. Oh, he's going for it. No, he's punting. And already, Miami forced a punt to this Baltimore offense. We'll give him a redo here. And the pressure got to Dingus. A very deep kick forces an almost immediate punt, a 3 and out. And now Baltimore will get the ball with already good field position if you can't boot this one deep. The potential to get a quick score on the board. This one's going to be way up and way deep. Great punt. Up to the 20 for a touchback. As is commonplace with punts, we haven't seen many of them this season. Offense has sort of started to resurge after last season's defensive showing, and Miles gets a good gain. Ball placement brings him up. Jukes him. 3rd and short. Gets the first down and more. Past midfield. He's got the right speed. It's just a... Minute 14. First down, Baltimore. The first by either team this game has to be redone. Now the Seagulls already in scoring position. Even though they had to defer, they can score. Oh, and they get stopped, and the tip rule brings them back. Gets a phase through. Now here's 3rd and medium. Offsides. 3rd and long. Oh, and he gets the phase through. Again for a first down. Now in Miami's red zone. Looking for the first points of the game. Miles, 1st and goal. Tries to draw him offsides. It will work. The pressure has been working against Dingus so far today. That home field advantage working to Miles' advantage as he punches in the touchdown for 6. I had the mic down for the intros. I didn't know when they'd happen as Miles takes it in off a phase. Baltimore with the first points of the game. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. But Dingus is going to get another shot at this. But the key is if he gets forced back, like what happened last time, which probably will happen, he has to keep composure. Keep going for the runs which get you points. Don't just settle for a punt. Well, if you're that far back, you kind of do on 4th and long, but still, your goal should be to get to the first down. Don't think about the pressure. Just get there. Just execute. And don't be forced to punt on 4th down. That's a key situation for Dingus, avoiding that third down Baltimore defense as this one goes way in the air. That's going to be down at about the 15. Miles is going to down at about the same spot as beforehand. Wow. Another great special teams play by Baltimore. Another deep start for Dingus. It was down by Miles. On my screen, Okay, with a few more yards here. Here's first down for Miami and trying to crack another shot at this. Charges through for a few yards. Surprisingly, doesn't get tipped forwards. That's usually what happens with those kinds of plays. Gets a breakaway a little bit. Tip roll brings him back. Third and medium. Chance to get his first down of the game. He breaks through past the 50, down to the 41. But the ball placement does bring him forwards. First down past midfield on Baltimore's territory now. Gets through again. Another phase. Gets him forwards. And this guy is just popping off this time. Breaks through again. But the tip roll will bring him back yet again. Here's the last play of the first quarter. As we're going to reset the clock for the second quarter. Fresh quarter here for you today. First and goal, Miami. Takes it downfield, motioning left and right. Looking left, goes left. Touchdown, Miami. But that's not going to be a tip roll. What am I saying? The ball was in. He waited 2 seconds. Touchdown, Miami, to try to tie things up here. Now here's for the 1 point. Dingus trying to catch him off guard. The tip doesn't work. That's going to be 7-7 it was. Now we have BFL MVP for Season 1 Chicken in attendance tonight. Now Baltimore will get the ball back. Minute 47 left in the half. As that's going to be taken up to the 30. Tip rule, obviously. Miles goes left, gets right. Short gain here for third medium. Gets past midfield. He gets through. Breaking through that first line of defenses is crucial. Tags Redo here. He's known to get past short defense. And Dingus is usually one to play setback. I'm surprised he's playing up close today, but again, that's up to the teams. That's not up to me for their strategy. Gets a short gain there. Ball placement brings him forwards. The ball placement brought him forwards. Again, ball placement. What players don't see, refs do. Now here's fourth and short again. Baltimore wasting quite a bit of time on this drive. 3, 2, 1. Gets across. Down for the first down. Yeah, the ball's through. "30-second warning." Miami gonna have to start calling timeouts here. First and goal at the 10. Dingus needs to cut into his timeouts here. And now, as we resume play, Miles takes it down the middle. Gets a good gain of a few yards. 28 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining. Second and goal. Trying to trick him. Can he benefit from a phase? Good play by Dingus. 23 seconds. Now, if he can get a quick stop here, that'd be a life changer for Miami. And he does. Will he call a timeout yet? No, he won't. I'm surprised. I'm not a big fan of not calling a timeout. I mean, you stopped him quick. 11 seconds left. Dingus can do something with that. Maybe get down the field for a field goal. Baltimore score their second touchdown of the night. Oh, and he bites the bait just barely. He's going for 2. He gets it. Baltimore up 15-7. Or not. He wasn't ready. Again, not ready. Or was he? Okay. Here it is. He might try to draw him off sides here. Doesn't get it. 13-7 with a tie. He can force a field goal game. Now he's going to go for an onside kick. Baltimore playing very aggressive today. (13-7). Now for the onside. 11 seconds left. Dingus does have a timeout remaining. Who's got it? Looks like Miles might have it. We'll check the review. Hi, I feel like speaking again. Sorry to shock you, but there's 5 seconds left in the third quarter. This fog is lagging me up. Okay, what an impressive drive by Dingus. I mean, so many great runs. You start deep in your own territory at your four, we should say, and then you go all the way down the field, including a run all the way to the end zone. I mean, that was a great drive, including that 2-point conversion, getting Miles offsides multiple times, although sometimes it appears as though he jumped for a 5 seconds of the third quarter. He was 5 seconds away from another onside chance as Miles get this one. And he's up to the 45. Last play of the third quarter. And I had to make a statement. Next person to get 5 or more tip rules in a drive is going to get in sportsmanlike, because that is an AFA rule. And it has been, as he gets stuffed there, has been leniently ruled so far. However, should be more strictly enforced, because that rule was made to prevent people trying to outdo the refs or outplay the refs. And oh, I'm human. I'm trying. Fourth quarter, fourth down. Close situation for Miles. Can go up by 2 scores again. And we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. Fourth down at the start of the fourth quarter. He gets a breakaway. Down to the 21 for a first down. Miles can quickly score another drive. Out of the heck? And now he's gone off sides. Gonna get a gain of a few yards there. Maybe trying to set himself back, or maybe just a really dumb mistake. Potentially the latter. Here's second and goal. Gets stopped. Miami's defense starting to show through. Third and goal. 10 yards to go. Dingus shaking to stop him. He's in for the touchdown. Baltimore further their lead, 26-15 now. Dingus going to try to see if he can't get a stop here to start a comeback. Stabby did it earlier. Why can't he? Why can't the division rival get one? Momentum has been on Baltimore's side except for that last drive, but maybe Dingus can swing things around. Minute 25. As he gets the extra point, goes up by 12. And a multitude of offside penalties, including that missed extra point by Baltimore, might start to bite them. As now, the Miami Stingrays only 12 points behind. They could easily pad their stats, or potentially even better, win this thing with a comeback. Do have plenty of time on their hands. We know they can be quick with it, but we've also seen them be forced to punt. Nonetheless, here's the kick. It's going to go deep. Oh, and that just barely avoids fate. Close call of the century. I mean, still a great kick, but, you know, You know how things go in this league. It's a thing of angles, as that's tip rule, obviously. Cannot get away with it this time. Hasn't gotten away with it any time, but this time it comes with a penalty as Miles goes offsides. The defense has been shaky the second half, letting up a lot of penalties in favor of Miami. Charges forwards. Gets just enough for a third and short, or a fourth. Tags redo. And now, pressure is on Baltimore here. Although that's going to be a short gain. Quick stop. He's going to need longer runs than that, though. Third and long, going to have to tap into his fake field goal if he can't get too many yards here. Here's Dingus. Barely tapped into it. And Baltimore again. Suffering at the result. Just barely crosses. Not even too far as he's going through for the touchdown, but Miles wasn't really ready, was he? Will he count it? And another 2-point could bring this thing within 3 points. Yeah, he says, I guess. I mean, I get it. That is really confusing. Nothing wrong with it. It's just confusing. That is exactly what happened to Dingus last time. Oh! Sorry, I was wrong in my statement earlier. That would not make it a 3-point game if you went for 2. But that's going to be under review here. It looked like barely 2 seconds at first, but that definitely could be reviewed. Dingus and Lando got away with a few of those last time. A lot of controversy on the extra points today by teams, especially tonight with the penalties and the missed extra point. And let's look at this clip. And as usual, Discord is not giving me what I want. Gosh darn it, Discord. I mean, you're doing everything wrong here, Discord. It's like you don't even like me, Discord. Let's take a look. That was not 2 seconds. That's going to be a redo. No good. Dingus is going to have to try it again. 27-21 the scoreboard should be. Let's change it just in case. Can Miles get a stop? He's got the overturned review. Yes, he's got it. Now only down by 4. He can go for an onside with 47 seconds left in all 3 timeouts. He definitely could. He could, he should, he would. And Dingus recovered an onside earlier in the game. Can he do it this time? 1 for 2. Yeah, that is true. I'm tired. Down by 5. Can he get this? Or will Baltimore recover? And redo. That's just a redo. I don't really care. And he missed it. Right to Miles! Gonna just try to hesitate to waste time. 46 seconds left in the game. That all but seals it. However, game's not over, so you never know. Miles could fumble it out the back of his own end zone for a safety, then, Dingus takes it all the way for a touchdown or something. I don't know anymore. Could happen. Might happen. 1st and 25, Miles. Definitely a redo here. If he had defense on the kick, then that's a redo. As he falls through the ground, Miles is dead. I killed Miles. That would be a redo. Yes, but that still affects it. As that one goes to Miles fairly this time. Doesn't look like he touches it, but he does touch it. As a properly done onside kick gives Baltimore the ball at more or less the same spot. I'm not sure what Dingus is doing. Okay, we'll check the review. If Dingus actually got this, I would be very, very, very surprised. But then again, things can happen. We'll be right back after these messages. After a very incredibly, insanely long time of review, which possibly some of the longest time I've ever taken on a review, the ball was unchanged whatsoever by Miles. The ball was bigger than it usually is, meaning it had a higher elevation, and if you took geometry, this helps a little. I don't know if I'm kicking this one. Last time I don't know if I'm running this one. He does know he can kick this one. I don't know how he went off sides here. That's just wrong. I don't know what to say. Fix your screen. It's not really. Okay. It's the refs. And now he goes offsides. Then you see an actual case of offsides. I don't know. This whole game has been terrible to ref, but great to watch. Doesn't get it. Miami lead by 1, 37 seconds. Cannot onside, have to kick off to Baltimore. It wasn't going to make a difference even if you got the 1 point. The only way something would have happened is if you had gone for 2. But then again, going for 2 is almost impossible after that holding. I'm not sure why he's upset. That will be a part of the onside because... Oh, Miles gets it! That was really, really odd. But in the end, Miles did get it. He kind of rode the wave there. 33 seconds. 30-second warning. Called it. Second down. Gets stopped. Long wait. Play clock winding down. Gets stopped again. Fourth down. He wasn't ready. Very obviously wasn't ready. Fourth down. If he gets stopped, it's game. 12 seconds left. Now 10 seconds left. Miles wasting sufficient time. Six seconds on the clock. Baltimore can punch it in here. He's got it. 4 seconds. And the Seagulls retake the lead. And I know it may seem like a dumb idea, but if you go for 2 here, then you completely seal any chance at Miami winning. It does sound dumb. It does sound dumb, but hear me. Oh, Miles is going for it. Now, you understand my reasoning. If you go for 1, it doesn't really matter. As he gets it! And now, best case scenario happens for Baltimore. Now we're going to redo it. Or not redo it. Again, a review. Sorry to the viewers. Awesome. after further review, he's going to try again after that was indeed. Oh no, he's just taking the L here. Doesn't really matter either way. At some point, you gotta stop blaming every little thing on complaining. I mean, there's a reason why you haven't won a ring yet. It's not because the refs hate you. You're up by 5 with how many seconds left? With 6 seconds. No, 5 seconds left, sorry. With 5 seconds left. 33-28. You're up by 5 points with 5 seconds left. The majority of calls have gone your way, and those that haven't are because you just didn't follow the rules. As this one's going to be short, he's going to try to kick it again. Hopefully going to try to redo it. Best case scenario, pin dingus deep. Listen. Oh my god, I'm not doing this. As this one's going to be taken very deep, down to the 5, and this could be game here. Does have 5 seconds left. Does have 1 timeout remaining. As he's going to call his timeout, and here's the final play of the game. Will he try to do a fake field goal to push him back? Yes, he will. Or a real field goal to essentially game. Now he's going to run this one. Let's see if he can't get past Miles. Gonna try to find a hole. Can he get past him? Going deeper. Hovering around the 40. Little bit of lag, starting to get past. Down to the 30 now. And that, okay, that didn't. Now he'll have another shot at this. I will say it would be really funny if you try to get him offside from this distance. Can he get a phase? Can he get a breakaway? Here's essentially Hail Mary for the game. Got past, but alas, the great effort's all in vain. That's your final here from Baltimore, 33-28.